Hi, Palians. Flower ceilings are so back. Have you wanted to make a flower ceiling or even a flower wall in any house? The new houses, the old houses, the Grand Harvest house. If you're not familiar, I made a video a while ago, but then Palia being a live MMO, something happened and we weren't able to make flower ceilings anymore. And I have been trying every month to recreate, and finally it's working. So first, I'm just going to walk you through my current build. It is 2 alchemist base rooms, and I have the ceilings raised higher. And this is a house that I'm working on. And so since I need to make a flower ceiling, I thought I would record it and show you guys how I do it. At the end of this video, though, I am going to show you, long awaited, how I do the Grand Harvest house flower ceiling because I was able to get it to work again. But for this base room, and this can work for pretty much any room, you just have to measure it out. So you can see this base room, it's a 4x4. But for this bigger room, we are going to need what is here in my inventory. So 32 wood floors and 3 pillars, and then 2 walls and a shelf to be able to build. So we're going to take the 2 builder walls and we're going to put them on top of each other. You're going to need some room, so I'm going to run over here real quick to do this. I do have a short that I'll link in the description on how to do this as well if you just kind of need a quick couple second video, but you're going to place the shelf. This builder's block, you can use a chair or something. You just need something to be able to stand on. And then we're going to take the pillar and we're going to line it up on this side. No, on the right. So everything is going to turn around. So you want to do the opposite of what you need. So then we're just going to flip this upside down. And then this is going to be probably the trickiest part, is just getting the floor. You're going to want to leave the grid on so that it snaps right there. There's going to be a little bit at the top, but that is okay. It's all going to work out, I promise. And so for this room, I measured it out. It's going to be a 4x6. Guys, I'm so bad with math, but you're going to see me do it here shortly. So you're going to want to hop up, and then I leave the grid on so that these snap really easily together. So yes, 4. We're going to do 4 long. It's right now, I don't know if this is just a glitch, but they snap better together if you do it on the very last one that you placed. If you kind of try to go off of a different one, it's gonna not snap as nicely for you. It didn't used to be that way, so maybe they'll fix it, but for right now, I'm just gonna kind of go in a line here so that everything snaps together really easily. If you fall off, this is why I have the builder's block over here. You're gonna have to jump back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right now we've got 4x6. I think we can do a couple more, since I have the 2 rooms. It is really, really long, and I did some trial and error, and I think that this is the final go. So 4x8, so 4 wide and then 8 long. Once you have these set, you're going to need more flowers than you think you need for it to look full and for you to not be able to see the floor underneath it. So make sure you have lots and lots of flowers ready. I'm going to go ahead and start decorating this and fast forward through that for you guys. Make sure too that you're not getting it too far over the edge. Sometimes that can cause like some clipping issues, and you might be getting some red when you try to place it down. So just, you can get close to the edges in some areas. So here on the end, that's going to be what's by the front door. We're going to have a little bit of extra space. So I'm going to put those so that they are kind of overlapping. But then on the edges is where we're going to want to be careful, because those are going to be pretty close, and we don't want to get into an issue where we're not able to place the ceiling. So, here we go. All right, we placed flowers all night. We'll go ahead and we're going to stack these 2 pillars on top of each other. For this room, I can't go taller than 3 pillars, but when we go through the Grand Harvest House, you'll see that it's a few more. So make sure if you're doing the Grand Harvest House that you watch the end of this video. But for this one, it will be 3 pillars. And again, leave the placement, the Z placement, don't turn that off, just so that it clips really nice and simple. And then you're gonna look a little ridiculous running around with your ceiling, but you'll go and run in, and this is when I click Z on my keyboard to turn off. And you're just gonna want to find, it's gonna be right here where it's not red and where you're able to place it. If you get an error, it's because the flowers are too close to the edge, so again, be careful. But how stunning. Okay, finally, what you guys have been waiting for. This is my Grand Harvest House that I made a lot, like years ago, and I haven't been able to recreate it until now. So you're gonna need 30 builder's wood floors and 4 pillars, and then again, way too many flowers. You also can you can put anything that you can put on the builder's wood floor. So you can see in mine, I put a big fountain on it. That's just because I was feeling like being extra. You can do flowers, probably trees. Lights are really nice to kind of light up the flowers. But pay attention as I'm doing this, because in the Grand Harvest House, there's the spiral staircase. And so the trick here is to leave a little bit of space for that staircase. And remember that it's going to flip. And so you're going to want to do it on the left side. So it's going to be 3 and then 3 and then 4 all the way down until you've used all 30 of your builder's wood floors that you had in your inventory. That's the best way to kind of map this out. And here I'm showing you again around the staircase. You're going to want to be careful again to make sure you don't get too close to the edge so that you don't get any issues when you're trying to place your floor. But go ahead, decorate, and put as many flowers as you want. I'm not going to be actually using this, so this is just to show you that it's possible. If you get stuck, everything's going to be okay. We're going to go ahead and place these. So for this one, it is 4 pillars, which gets pretty high, but you just kind of want to look in the direction that you want to place it, and eventually it will snap into place. It's important to make sure that it's facing the direction of your house, because if you have to rotate it, it just makes it a little bit more complicated to place. So let's go ahead and run on in to our harvest house and watch the magic. It's going to be right next to the staircase where it will turn yellow. I like to get it as close as possible. I turn off the grid again for this part, and voila. Maybe? Haha, voila. It's not going to be perfect, and you know, in the one that I did, I can do a quick little run through of how I worked with the top to make it look nice. But flower ceiling in your Grand Harvest House. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you soon.